This is such a good question. I want to talk about it. If you haven't already seen that video, that is by Paramedic Sophie. In that video, Sophie talks about how failure is just a part of life. It's normal, right? We fail, we learn, we do better. But it's not normalized because obviously we don't want our mistakes out there for everyone to see. I started to think of a time that, and I actually made a video about this probably 4 or 5 years ago. So several years ago, my crew, myself, and a student, so there were 4 of us on the ambulance that day, respond to a GSW victim. And when we got on scene, the patient was still in stable-ish condition. We load the patient up, get him in the back of the ambulance, and we start treating for shock because the patient does appear to be deteriorating. Starting bilateral lines, doing all the shock stuff, right? Get to the hospital, first thing the nurse does, pull out her own shears and takes the patient's pants off because I never did. And lo and behold, there is another gunshot wound. You don't have to be in medic school or a medic student to know that whenever there's a good trauma, you do a good head-to-toe assessment, and oftentimes, most times, that means making them trauma naked, which I did not do. And as soon as that nurse pulled out her shears, I knew I had messed up, and as soon as the extra GSW was found, I really knew I had messed up. So did that extra gunshot wound cost the patient his life? The answer is no. But did that give me any comfort or make me feel any better? Absolutely not. Why would it? I still failed my patient. So as dramatic as it sounds, I lost sleep over this incident. I could not quit thinking about all the bad things that could have gone wrong from my mistake. Eventually, I started telling that story to all the new people. I would use it a lot of times when I was teaching class, and I would basically tell people, don't do what I did. You know, don't get so focused on other things that we forget our basics. Huge mistake on my part. So that was only one of the many mistakes I've made. I could probably make a list a mile long. The thing is, we're human, right? We're going to make mistakes and we're going to fail. But if we don't use it as drive to be better or to be our best, then that's when it's a problem.